Now, Dr. Page graduated in your class too, didn't he?
No, he's a year after me.
Year after you.
He was in 1919.
I just remember he came to so many alumni reunions. You know?
Oh, yes.
Uh-huh.
Dr. Herbert Anderson graduated.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Oh, he did. I see.
This is, well, this is our freshman class here.
Well, Roberta, tell me about the classes
Wait a
that
minute,
you took.
let's see. No, that's the freshman class, that's right. And this is the girls that graduated.
With you. Mm-hmm.
Here, I've got this somewhere. Well, here's a picture of the school.
Mm-hmm.
I thought I had some of them around here. And here's another one. That's a good one, too.
Uh-huh. They were good.
Gertrude Allen, is that her name?
Yes.
She came down here one day. Are you fixing to write up a history about the school?
Well, I told one of my fellow teachers today I very much would like to, and someone needs to. I mean, we need to have something preserved.
Yes.
I don't know if I have the ability to do it, but I may make a stab at it.
Well, she was talking about that, and she got...
Well, Roberta, tell about the Ragsdales.
Yes, tell me about the Ragsdales, and tell me what you studied and the kinds of things that you did in school. See, I teach seniors in high school. I teach English, and I'd like to know, what you did and what kind of routine you had, and I especially want to know about the Ragsdales.
Well, they were both superb teachers, Mr. and Ms. Ragsdale both.
How did they come to be here,
Well, he was teaching, I think at Lone Oak in time, and I don't know exactly, but I guess he was available when the school was built. I really don't know what it was all about, but how he happened to be there. But he did get the school, and they went teaching. And they say, I heard them say that new school building wasn't even quite finished when they had their first classes in there. That they had classes out under the trees. I think it was 1910 in September, and it seems to me like the 19th of September they started, and for 10 days or so they had classes under the trees. And anyhow, this is my senior class.
Right here.
See, there was more boys than there was there. And we was 11 of us. There was 24 started, and only 8 of the 24
Actually graduated.
graduated. This one here, and Paul Smiley, they came from someplace else and finished up.
Oh, they did.
But the rest of us. And then Tom Harmon he went 3 years, and he took extra classes so he could graduate, I guess, when his brother did.
Mm-hmm.
And anyway.
Who are some of these others? Will I know any of the others? Tell me their names.
Well, this is Angie Hill, and this is Carrie Simmons, and there I am. That's Mary Futrell. She was the first one to die out of the class. And this is Iva Hardy.
Tell about your classes and tell about the things the Ragsdales did.
About what?
Tell about
The
your
Ragsdales.
classes, your courses.
Well, they, the first year, we took German. We took a foreign language, and the way they did it, like my class, we took German, and the class ahead of us took it with us. They'd had Latin the class before. So the next year, we were sophomores, and we had, our freshmen had German, and we had the Latin. And that way we could have, at least I had a lot of it. They used to, I sat up front there, and the kids usually take my recesses to have me read their German to them. I was a senior But that's in one class, and yeah.
Well, did you add a third language then?
No,
No,
just had
just
Latin and
German and
German. But we had 3 years of each. And then we had the medieval history. The first year we had German, medieval history, algebra, and rhetoric. Is that all of them? I don't know. And literature.
Literature.
I don't know whether that's all the main things we had or
It'd be
not.
5 things.
But on top of that, we had spelling and music. Mr. Razel said that high school students were notoriously bad spellers, and he wanted us to take spelling.
And they still are.
And we had spelling the whole 4 years. And my spelling book, I was down at David's one time. I gave, and it may still be there. I don't know. And, and then we had the next year. Of course, that's class that came in behind us. They were the ones then that was. But they took Latin with us because we'd had German the year before, and so we had all had our Latin together. But I had 3 years of Latin and 3 years of German, and 2 algebra and plain geometry and solid geometry, and arithmetic at the end. The last 3 months.
German? What happened to the German?
What happened to it? Well, I don't know. I never.
Why didn't they have it anymore?
I don't know. But Mr. Ragsel, he was he was partial to the German for one reason. I think he had best I remember, he had kind of a hard time getting his education. And he used to talk about working for some Germans in Illinois. And he said they spoke German all the time and at the table. And maybe in the First World War had just started. When we started in July, Serbia had started the war, in 1914. And it'd been going on about a month. I've got the Guns of August, and it tells exact. I can just almost tell. When we entered school in early September that year, the Germans were knocking on the gates of Paris. They almost got in, and I can almost follow those few days along, But I guess that was the reason. I don't know how come. I don't know how long they took German.
Well, why didn't I have German?
I don't know. Maybe. How did you go 4 years to Mr. Ragsel?
One.
Well, that's when you
Well,
need.
they had to stop teaching German because of the war.
Oh, good night. We have. Why 1921?
They stopped teaching German because of the war.
And the war was over.
Well, they stopped during the war. You were the last German class.
Oh, well, I didn't know that.
She said that before.
Did you?
And I didn't know. Oh, that's what she was driving at. What happened to the German?
Uh-huh.
No, I didn't know that.